Well, good afternoon, sports fans. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. I'm your broadcaster, Ethan Smith Senna. Thank you very much for tuning in here on KVAY, be it on the radio at 105.7 FM or on our live video streaming. Got that up right now on our YouTube and Facebook, both going by the names of KVAY 1057. Wiley at Holly, a varsity volleyball action, Arkansas Valley League action as well. This, of course, is the Scooters Coffee Game of the Week. Scooters Coffee invites all sports fans to stop by 1231 North Main in Lamar today to enjoy specialty coffee, iced drinks, blenders, smoothies, teas, and baked from scratch pastries and more. Their convenient and fast drive-thru will get you in and out and onto the ball game. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, serving amazing drinks amazingly fast. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, then we're back here on KVAY to bring you the Tri-State Body Shop pregame report. Welcome back, sports fans. Thank you very much for joining me once again. A Wiley at Holly volleyball action. This is the Tri-State Body Shop pregame report. Chad and his team at Tri-State Body Shop are proud supporters of high school athletics and wish both teams the best of luck. Tri-State Body Shop in Lamar known for great quality work when it comes to things like auto body repair, painting, auto service, and windshield replacement, just to name a few. Tri-State Body Shop, 204 West Poplar in Lamar, always striving to take care of all your auto body repair needs. This is the pregame report presented to you by Tri-State Body Shop in Lamar. So, was checking out Max Preps earlier today. Heading into this game, Holly is 4-8 on the season, 2-2 in league play. On their last game yesterday against Eads. Eads a very good team, lost in 3 sets to them. So Holly, quick on the turnaround, their last game being just yesterday. Looking at their stat leaders. Rushton doing a great for them, leading them in at kills. When it comes to aces, Neugebauer and Parker putting in great work there. When it comes to blocks, Rushton and Corum leading the team. When it comes to digs, Neugebauer, Parker, and Garrido leading there. And when it comes to assist, basically only really a McKinnon Neugebauer is doing the assisting there. And then on the Wiley side, they are 3-6 on the season, a 1-1 in league play. Currently on a 4-game losing streak. When it comes to kills, Reinhardt leading the team there. When it comes to aces, Reinhardt, Mapes, and Deschamps leading there. For blocks, Reinhardt, their sole blocker really. When it comes to digs, Reinhardt, Mapes, and Deschamps there. And then when it comes to assists, J.C. Kravik leading the team there with Reinhardt not too far behind. So two teams, pretty similar levels here. Holly 3-6. A Wiley 3-6. Holly is 4-8 heading into this game. Once again, an Ark Valley League match. Holly is ahead of Wiley in league play right now because they are 2-2, while Wiley just 1-1. These two teams played each other twice last year, with Wiley winning both of them. First one in 5 sets, the second one in 4 sets. Now I was looking here in my program. Both these teams are relatively young. As the visiting team from Wiley, no seniors on the team, while the home team, Holly Wildcats, with only 1 senior. So both teams primarily sophomores and juniors making up their ranks. So, those middle-classmen for them. But Wiley at Holly expecting a good matchup here between the home team Lady Wildcats and the visiting Lady Panthers from Wiley. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. I'm your broadcaster, Ethan Smith Senna. Thank you very much for tuning in here on the radio or on our YouTube and a Facebook page. Appreciate your support. If you're checking out our live video streaming right now, you can see I am up here on the little catwalk in Holly. I've got an excellent view here, little top-down angle, bring it, y'all. And thank you very much to Ark Valley Vision Care Lamar and LaHunna for bringing me my view. Are dry, itchy, or even watery eyes making daily tasks difficult? Ark Valley Vision Care can help. Talk to them about your symptoms and prescription medication and eye drops can help, Arc Valley Vision Care has you covered. They're just a phone call away. Relief is in sight. In Lamar, call 336-3111, and in La Junta, 383-0134. Arc Valley Vision Care, your clear choice for clear vision. Thank you very much to them for bringing me my beautiful view. We're going to take another quick 30-second break, then we're back with a little bit more pregame. Welcome back, sports fans. You're tuning into KVAY, your sports authority, this Tuesday, the first official day of fall, and starting off our sports broadcast for fall. We have got the home team, Holly Lady Wildcats, 4-8 on the season, hosting the visiting Lady Panthers from Wiley, who are 3-6 on the season. Their first meeting this year, with Wiley winning both of them last year. Expecting a good matchup here. Wiley and Holly, those are always some good matchups between both of these teams. Here in Holly, excited, loving my view here. Well, the home team, Holly Lady Wildcats, in red jerseys with black lettering, while the visiting Lady Panthers, blue jerseys with white lettering. Red versus blue here at the Holly School Gym. Looking like we have got a good matchup coming up here. Thank you very much for tuning in here this afternoon. Holly versus Wiley. I believe we'll get the national anthem here underway soon. Thank you to Bison Title Company for bringing us our national anthem. We will take a break for the national anthem, and then we're back here on KVAY. Welcome back, sports fans, as you're tuning in to KVAY this afternoon. Wiley versus Holly in some varsity volleyball action. Thank you very much for tuning in. That was the national anthem, of course, brought to you by Bison Title Company. The Star Spangled Banner sponsored by Dean Malgos and the staff at Bison Title Company. One flag, one heart, one hand, one nation under God, forevermore. Bison Title Company proudly serving your abstract and real estate title needs in 7 counties. Call today at 336-2242 or stop by 121 South Main Street in Lamar today. Thank you very much to them for bringing us our beautiful national anthem. Really appreciate that. And now we are getting ready for our starting lineups. Starting lineups are powered by Evergreen Electric. Electrical needs are something you don't mess around with. It's something you leave to the professionals like Evergreen Electric. Doing business locally, they can take care of just about all your electrical needs while staying on top of the latest trends in custom lighting, security lighting, LED lighting. They can handle your residential, commercial, and ag service needs and repairs. Contact Davey at 719-691-1872 or Bowman at 719-353-2410. Here are your starting lineups powered by Evergreen Electric. As both teams shaking hands here at the net, thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. The home team, Holly Lady Wildcats, hosting the visiting Lady Panthers from Wiley. Red versus blue here. Home team Holly wearing the red, while Wiley coming in here in blue. So for the Wiley Lady Panthers out there, we have Lila Reinhart, JC Kravig, Sage Cole, Kinley DeShant, along with Gage Pankey. Then starting for the home team, Holly Lady Wildcats, we have got Tressa Coram, McKenna Neugebauer. In comes the libero Natalia Garrido. Along with them, Miranda Valdez and Allison Rushton. Those are the starting lineups powered by Evergreen Electric. Serving for the visiting Holly Lady Wildcats is the sophomore McKenna Neugebauer. Neugebauer jump serve from the right side on the Wiley side. Received, bumped up. Here comes a middle shot by Reinhart. Down the middle, Holly receives, bumped up. Here comes their third hit. Bumped over in three. Received, set up, left side. Hitting it over is Cole. Just a little too strong by Sage Cole of Wiley. Goes out of bounds. Point for the home team, Holly Lady Wildcats, to start it off. Currently serving is number 3, McKenna Neugebauer. Jump serve from the right by Neugebauer. Received in the back there by Pankey. Bumped up high. Set over in 3. Or who's trying to set it over in 3 is Cole. However, double tap there. Hands weren't perfectly set. And like I always say, those judges, they're going to catch you for that. If it isn't perfectly set, McKenna Neugebauer setting up another good serve. She leads the team in aces. Holly leads 2-0 here in the first set very early on. Bumped up right side. Going for the kill in that back corner is DeShant. No good, too strong. Holly, 3 straight points at the get-go. Hey, let's thank Community State Bank, Otero County Health Department, and Lori Peterson Farm Bureau Insurance Agency for sponsoring this fall sports season. Jump serve is a service fault, though, on McKenna Neugebauer. So starting the serving off for the visiting Panthers from Wiley will be Kinley DeShant. On the Holly side, here comes third hit. Blocked there by Reinhart. Holly keeps it alive, though. Here comes third hit. Popped over the blockers. And that'll be a kill by number 9, Miranda Valdez. So another point for the home team, Holly Lady Wildcats, off a Valdez kill. Serving just now was number 5, Saros. Wiley able to pop it over, courtesy of number 11 there. Number 11, Mackenzie Mapes. Serve there by Reinhart. And that'll be an ace for as Wiley stringing together a couple points in a row. They trail 3-4 here in the first set. Hey, let's thank Rushton Thoroughbreds, Be Envied by Ashley and Holly, and Kate's Boutique. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. On Holly's side, third hit, going for a big kill is Allison Rushton. No good as it goes too strong, out of bounds. Point for the Lady Panthers. Reinhart with the serve. Received by Holly as it's tied 4-4 here in the first set. Popped over the blockers, received by Reinhart. Cole over in 2, dug out by Garrido. Now McKenna Neugebauer setting up Allison Rushton in 3. Reinhart bumping up. Now Mapes in 3, too strong, goes out of bounds. As Holly regains their lead 5-4 here Getting ready to serve here is number 11 for the Holly Lady Wildcats. That is Allison Rushton. Receive there. Reinhardt setting up Cole over in 3. Dug out, but not good enough. Will be point for the Wiley Lady Panthers. It is tied up 5 apiece. Sage Cole for Wiley getting ready with the serve. There's the serve. Received by Garrido in the back. Set up left side. Off the hands of the blockers. That'll be a kill for number 4, Tressa Corum. Good work by her. Getting ready to serve here for the Holly Lady Wildcats is number 9. That is Miranda Valdez. Valdez with the serve. Received in the back by Deschamps. Now Reinhardt setting up Kravik, no good. Received by Reinhardt once again. Bumped high up. And going for the kill there on the left side. No good by Pankey. Holly stays alive over in 3 on the Wiley side. Set up. Third hit once again. Good little volley we got going. Dug up by Garrido. Holly ball. Here comes third hit. Popped on over. Dug out by Reinhardt. And now it's way deep in Wiley territory. They send it back at 3. Holly has got ball bumped up. Third hit. Popped over. And that'll be a kill courtesy of number 8, Lillian Parker of Holly. Good work there by the Holly Lady Wildcats to grab that point. Serve there by Valdez as they lead 7-5 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Once again, another point for Holly. No, 8-5 for him here in the first set. Reinhardt setting Pankey on the left side, and that'll be a kill for Pankey off the hands of Garrido in the back. 8-6. Wiley nipping at the heels here early on. Hey, let's thank Parker Farms, PK Game Birds and Outdoors, and Wholehearted Connection LLC. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. On the Holly side. Off the hands of the blockers there, grabbing herself another kill is number 8, Lillian Parker. Holly lead 9-6 here in the first set. Once again, serve, that time by Parker. Receiving the back, popped up. Wiley over in 3 by Pankey. Received by Parker. Now McKenna Neugebauer setting up in the middle. Going for the kill, no good, is number 4, Corum. Over in 3 by Pankey by Wiley. Set up, third hit for Holly that time, popping it to the back. Received. And now over in 3 by Deschamps on the Holly side now. Third hit on that left side once again. Saros over, received in the back. Reinhardt setting up Deschamps. She bumps it over. Now McKenna Neugebauer. Here comes third hit for Holly. Over in 3 by Garrido. Now Reinhardt setting up number 10 Pankey on the left side. No good. We have got a great back and forth here. And then too strong there, though, by number 4, Tressa Corum goes out of bounds. Point for the Wiley Lady Panthers. They trail by 2 points here in the first set. Jump serve there by Kravig is received by Holly. Over in 3, received in the back by Mapes. Bumped up by Kravig. Now over in 3 by Reinhardt. Reinhardt pops it back over in a 1 to get a quick comeback kill. They only trail by 1 point to the Wiley Lady Panthers, visiting here in Holly. Wiley winning the last 2 games between these teams last year. Serve there. Received by Holly. Now McKenna Neugebauer setting up on the left side. No good. Saros mistiming it just a little bit. Hits it into the net. Point for Wiley as they have now tied it up 9 points apiece. Wiley looking for their first lead of the game. Currently serving is number 4, J.C. Kravig. Received by Parker. McKenna Neugebauer to Garrido from the middle. Dug out. Now Kravig to Pankey. Pankey into the net, though. Holly retains their lead. Now they're up 10-9 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Now serving is number 1, Natalia Garrido, who is the libero for Holly. Jump serve from the right side. Received in the back. Right. Kravik setting up Deschamps, and Deschamps with a big kill to tie it up once again, 10 points apiece here in the first set. Serving here will be a number 10, Gage Pankey of Wiley. Serve from the middle. And that'll be an ace for Pankey of Wiley to give them their first lead of the game, 11-10 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard here in the first set. Hey, let's also thank Hilger Irrigation and the Wiley School District. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. On the Holly side, Holly scoring there. They make it 11-11. This has been a good one so far. Getting ready for the serve here is McKenna Neugebauer of the Holly Lady Wildcats. Jump serve from the right side. Received in the back by Pankey. And that'll be an ace there for McKenna Neugebauer, leading the team in aces. They lead 12-11 here in the first set. McKenna Neugebauer once again, same serve form from the right side. Received there by Pankey in the back. Deschamps to Kravig over in 3. Received, Holly side, McKenna Neugebauer. And that'll be a big kill there by Allison Rushton of the Holly Lady Wildcats. Hey, would also like to thank Washbot Car Wash in Lamar for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. They wish the best of luck to Wiley Panthers in today's game. Play hard, play together, and you'll outshine the competition. From your friends at the Washbot Car Wash, your full-service car wash and detail shop with sweets and treats, located at 1200 East Olive Street in Lamar. Point for the Wiley Lady Panthers as Holly not able to send it back in 3. Now Kinley Deschamps getting ready to serve. Deschamps with the serve. And that'll be another ace. Wiley with 2 here. That one ties it up 13-13. Deschamps getting ready to serve once again. Serve there by Deschamps. Received. And then popped right at the net. Going for the kill there was Kravig. Was Reinhardt. No good. Popped over in 3 and got the kill there once again. It will be Allison Rushton of the Holly Lady Wildcats. They lead 14-13 here in the first set. Getting ready to serve here will be number 5. That is Anai Saros. Saros jump serve. Receiving the back by Pankey. Deschamps keeps it up. Now over in 3 by Mapes. On the Wiley side now. Kravig. Setting up Reinhardt, too strong on the kill attempt. Tie makes it 15-13 in favor of the Wiley Lady Panthers. Serve there, too strong, goes out. 15-14. Wiley only trailing by 1 now. Serve there. Received by Holly. Holly over in 3 by Allison Rushton. Great dig in the back by Reinhardt. And it popped over in 2. Holly keeps it alive. They send it over. Received by Deschamps. Now Reinhardt setting up number 4, Kravig. A great kill by Kravig. Finds that back corner on the left side. Makes it 15-15. Here in the first set. We are close. We are neck and neck here. Serve there by number 2, Reinhardt. Received in the back by Holly. Bumped high up. And she pops it over. Does number 8, Parker. Now over in 3 by number 4, Kravig. On the Holly side, they barely bump it over in 3. Great one-handed bump there by McKenna Neugebauer. She keeps it alive. Miss hit there by Wiley. Will give Holly a point. They lead 16-15 here in the first set. Serve there. And that'll be an ace for number 11, Allison Rushton, to give him a 2-point lead here in this very close first set. Rushton serving once again. And that'll be another one for Allison Rushton as they lead 18-15 here on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. And that warrants a timeout called by head coach Christie of Wiley. We're going to take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. And welcome back, sports fans. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. As Holly leads this game 18-15 here in the first set. And there'll be another ace courtesy of Allison Rushton, her third one this set. They lead 19-15 here in the first set. It is very close. Holly versus Wiley. Wildcats lead this one against the Panthers. Hey, let's also thank Garden City Regional Airport, Rancher Supply of Lamar and La Junta, People's Credit Union Lamar and Springfield, and Colorado Mills. Thank you to our sponsors. Popped up over in two by Deshaun on the Holly side. Popped over in two. Great little kill there by number 4, Tressa Corum, to give Holly a 5-point lead. Let's thank some more sponsors like Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells, Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh, the Historic Cow Palace Inn, and Lamar Auto Parts. Thank you to our sponsors, as they were tied 15-15, but Allison Rushton here at the service line doing great for them. Serve, received by Kravik to Reinhardt, and then mishit there. Another ace for her, as even though they got 3 hits, Wiley not able to get it over in 3. On the Wiley side here, third hit by Cole, and that'll be a big kill by Sage Cole of Wiley to stop the 6 straight points by Holly. Not going any further. Allison Rushton getting subbed out now for number 1, Natalia Garrido. Serve there by Cole. And that'll be a ace for number 13, Sage Cole, the sophomore of Wiley. Back-to-back points for the visiting Lady Panthers of Wiley. Served by Sage Cole once again. Receive there. McKenna Neugebauer, backwards set. Setting up number 8, Parker. Great one-handed dig there. And then popped over in 3 by Mackenzie Mapes, and that'll be a kill for her. Wiley with 3 straight points there. They are nipping at the heels of Holly here. 21-18 is the score. The home team Lady Wildcats lead this set by 3. Serve there by Cole. Received by Garrido. McKenna Neugebauer. Setting up for a great kill via Lily Parker there on the Lillian Parker on the left side. McKenna Neugebauer with another great assist, as currently serving here was number 9, Valdez. She gets a good serve, but popping it over in 3 is Panky. Great dig by Garrido, keeps it barely alive. Holly bumps it over in 3 by Parker. Now Reinhardt to Kravik in the middle. Received by Holly. McKenna Neugebauer over in 2. Received there by Mapes. Reinhardt to 10 Panky. Received in the back there by Saros. On the Holly side, here comes third hit for them. Popped over, but goes out of bounds by number 8, Lillian Parker. So will be point for Wiley. They now only trail by 3 points here in the first set. Let's also thank J&N Shoes and Mr. D Sports, Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew to Others, and A1 Rental and Sales. Thank you to our sponsors. On the Wiley side now. Popped on over by Deshaun. Holly keeps alive over in 2, but yeah, double hit there by number 4, Tressa Corum. Point for Wiley. They only trail by 2 here in the first set. They are staying neck and neck with one another. Serving here, Mackenzie Mapes. Jump serve. Receiving the back. On the Holly side. Bumped over in 3 by Lillian Parker. And not able to recover after that are the Wiley Lady Panthers. Point for Holly. They lead this game by 3. Lead the set by 3 and only 2 points away from winning the set. Serving here, Lillian Parker. Lillian Parker, jump serve from the middle. Receiving the back there. Now set up there. Panky going for a kill. Received once again, that time by Valdez. Bumped high up. Over in 3 by number 5, Saros. Now Lala Reinhardt setting up Kravik almost with a great kill, but great dig by Garrido. Over in 3 by Saros, receiving the back by Mapes. Here comes third hit. Deshaun hits it into the net. Set point for Holly. They lead 24-20 here in the first set. We've got a very close one here. Thank you very much for tuning in here, be it on the radio or on our YouTube and Facebook for our live video streaming. Served there by Valdez on the Wiley side. Popping off the top of the net, over in 3 by Wiley. Now Holly, here comes their third hit. Saros pops it over. Panky to Reinhardt, but Reinhardt runs into the net. The setup wasn't perfect. That'll be a point for the Holly Lady Wildcats as they win the first set. 25-20 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Good work by both teams as we had got a close one with plenty of great volleys. First set 25-20, the home team Holly Lady Wildcats taking care of business against Wiley, but Wiley almost catching up plenty of times. We're currently in between sets. Thank you to Peacock Funeral Home, our in between set sponsor. Visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar or call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. Thank you to our sponsors. We're going to take a 1 minute break and then we're back here on KVAY. And welcome back, sports fans. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon. I'm your broadcaster, Ethan Smith-Sena, here in Holly, Colorado, bringing you some varsity volleyball action. Holly winning the first set 25-20 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. That was a fun set, real back and forth, but now we're getting ready to go back into action. We'd like to thank some sponsors like GN Bank of Lamar Needs, Cook's Floor and Wall, Community Insurance Agency, and Tri-County Ford. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Out on the court for the home team Holly Lady Wildcats. Subbing out quick is Tressa Corum. In comes Garrido. Out there for Holly, we have Caden Rushton, Allison Rushton, Lillian Parker, Natalia Garrido, Anais Saros, and McKenna Neugebauer. While for the visiting Lady Panthers from Wiley, starting this second set will be Lila Reinhart, Mackenzie Mapes, Sage Cole, Kinley Deschamps, number 4, J.C. Kravick, and serving right now, number 10, Gage Pankey. Second set underway, over in 2 by the Holly Lady Wildcats. And that would be a quick kill by number 3, McKenna Neugebauer, to start off the first set. Now getting ready to serve McKenna Neugebauer, who had herself a couple of aces in that first set. Holly leads this game 1-0. They lead the second set 1-0. Over in 3 by Cole, received in the back, but not well enough. Great point for Wiley there, because they've tied it up very early, 1-1 here in the second set. Let's thank some more sponsors like Coberly Realty, Wallace Gas and Oil, Fellowship Credit Union, and Cook Oil Company in Walsh. Thank you to our sponsors. Serve there, received in the back. Now McKenna Neugebauer setting up number 11, Rushton, going for a strong kill, just a little too strong by Allison Rushton. Point for Wiley. They take their second lead of the game, as the one they had in that first set didn't last for long before Holly just, came back and trounced them in those last 10 points or so. Holly, third hit by Rushton, that little drive-by shot, received by Deschamps, bumped up high. Over in 3 by Reinhart. Holly, though, not able to recover. Wiley believe their biggest lead of the night by 2, 3-1 here in the second set. Yeah, both these teams felt very evenly matched in that first set as well. Served by Cole, received by Holly. Neugebauer setting up Allison Rushton. Rushton will grab herself another kill this game. And a great assist there by McKenna Neugebauer. the sole assister for him. She does a great job there. Serving here is number 5. That is Anais Saros. Saros. And that'll be an ace for Anais Saros of the Holly Lady Wildcats. Good work by her. Three here in the second set. Wiley able to keep it alive, punched over in 3 by Deschamps. And not able to recover there are the Holly Lady Wildcats. Point for Wiley. They now lead 4-3 here in the second set. Now Lila Reinhart, little stand and serve from the middle. Received by Saros in the back. McKenna bumps high up, bumped over in 3 by Allison Rushton on the Wiley side. Gage Pankey to Lila Reinhart, setting up Mackenzie Maves over in 3. Holly keeps it alive. Third hit, they pop it over by Rushton. A great reception by Deschamps. Deschamps set up on the back foot, gets it past the blockers for a second, but Holly seeming to recover, and they do. Now Reinhart setting up Mapes on the left side once again. Just a little too much mustard on that one, goes out of bounds. Holly point. It is tied 4-4 here into the second set. Substitution, Garrido going to the bench. In comes number 4, Tressa Corum. Serve here by Allison Rushton on the Wiley side. Over in 3 by Kravig. And trying to dig it out there is Allison Rushton. Couldn't get under it enough and sends it into the net. Point for the Wiley Lady Panthers. They lead 5-4 here in the second set. Mackenzie Maves, jump serve from the center. Received, popped up in the middle. Bumping it over in 3 is McKenna Neugebauer. Now Reinhart backwards set, trying to set up a Deschamps kill. Too strong, goes out of bounds. 5-5 here in the second set. Let's thank some more sponsors like Tavern 1301, Prowers Medical Center, and Golden Plains Insurance Agency. Thank you to our sponsors. Serve there by number 7, Caden Rushton. Popped up. Third hit. Received there. Now Reinhart setting up Kravik for the kill. No good over in 1. Kravik there camping it, and she gets a kill. Gives Wiley the lead once again 6-5 here on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Getting ready to serve here. Number 14, Deschamps of the Wiley Lady Panthers. They lead this second set by 1 early on. Jump serve by Deschamps. Holly. Third hit by Garrido. Set on over. Receiving the back. Now set up here. Third hit. Kravig finds that back corner. 7-5. Wiley leads this second set. Let's thank some more sponsors like McClave State Bank, Eads Consumer Supply, Ace Tire Service, and Peacock Funeral Home. Thank you to our sponsors as Kinley Deschamps for Wiley getting ready to serve. And once again, thank you very much for tuning in either on the radio at 105.7 FM or on our YouTube and Facebook pages for the live video streaming, both going by the names of KVAY 1057. Be sure to check those out if you're interested in video live streaming. We've been doing that this season when it comes to sports broadcast, and it's been a whole bunch of fun. Thank you all for your support. Hey, let's also thank Evergreen Electric, Bison Title Company, Tri-State Body Shop, and Scooters Coffee. Thank you to each and every one of our sponsors. Service fault there by Wiley. Point for Holly. They only trail by 1 here in the second set. Serving here, number 8, Lillian Parker of the Holly Lady Wildcats. A jump serve by her. Receiving the back by Mapes. To Kravig, and then not over in 3 by Pankey. 2 straight points for Holly. Ties it up 7 apiece in the second set. Holly leads this game 1-0. Serving once again, Lillian Parker. Holly Lady Wildcats with ball. Jump serve from the middle. Up and over, and that'll be an ace for Lillian Parker. Good work by her to give Holly the lead off 3 straight points there. They lead 8-7 here in the second set. Serve there. Receive there. On the Wiley side. Over in 3 by number 8, Gonzalez. Kravik over in 3. Back over in 1 by number 2, Lila Reinhart. Point for Wiley to tie it up 8 apiece once again. As we've got a fun one here. Substitution. In comes Sage Cole. Out goes Aniston Gonzalez for Wiley. Serve there. Received by Parker. Pumped over in 3 by Saros. Received by Mapes. Now J.C. Kravik and Panky on the left side. And that'll be a kill for her to give Wiley the lead 9-8 here in the second set. Holly does lead the game, though, 1-0, though. Now getting ready to serve here. Once again, number 4, J.C. Kravik, the junior for Wiley. Like I was saying earlier, both these teams very young. Served over into 1 there at the net. Reinhardt popping it back into 1. Holly, though, able to recover, send it in 3. On the Wiley side, we have Reinhardt set up by Kravik. Great reception in the back by Parker. Third hit. Saros pops it over, looking for the back. Great awareness there by number 11, Mackenzie Mapes of the Wiley Lady Panthers, as it was right there. She's about to go for it, but she just let it go and barely went out of bounds. Point for Wiley. They lead 10-8 here in the second set. Right at the net, into the net, though, by number 4, Corum. Point for Wiley. 3 straight points for them. And now we have a timeout called by head coach Fry of Holly. We're going to take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. And welcome back, sports fans. Thank you very much for tuning in at this afternoon. 11-8 is the score. The Wiley Lady Panthers lead this second set by 3 points, while Holly leads this game 1-0, winning the first set by the score of 25-20. Getting ready to serve here is J.C. Kravik. Serve there, received by Garrido. McKinnon Neugebauer setting up Saros over in 3. Great dig in the back. Now Kravik setting up Reinhardt with a big kill off Garrido. Point for the Wiley Lady Panthers. Serve once again for number 4, J.C. Kravik. Kravik over in 3. Received on the Holly side. Third hit, Corum popping it off the top of the net. Kill for Tressa Corum. Kill for Tressa Corum will be a assist for McKinnon Neugebauer once again. Serve here for Natalia Garrido, the libero of Holly. Jump serve from the right side. Received. Wiley staying alive over in 3 by Cole. Now McKinnon Neugebauer setting up left side into the net, though, by Saros. Wiley maintains a solid lead here. They lead 13-9 in the second set. Getting ready to serve, Gage Panky, the sophomore of Wiley. Hey, let's thank Community State Bank, Otero County Health Department, and Lori Peterson Farm Bureau Insurance Agency for sponsoring the fall sports season. Over in 3 by Holly, dug out by Panky, but Wiley not able to keep it alive, though. Point for Holly. They only trail by 3 here in the second set. Still serving will be Garrido, or excuse me, serving now will be number 3, McKinnon Neugebauer. McKinnon Neugebauer with a few aces this game already. She's done an excellent job being the front man for this Holly team tonight. Over in 3 off the top of the net by Reinhardt. And that is just so tough to defend for Holly as it hits like the top of the net and just rolls over and drops dead on. And that's just so tough to predict. Serve here by Sage Cole of Wiley. Received. Holly keeps alive. Great recovery by them to stop the ace from happening. Kravik to Deschamps on the right side. Holly now. McKinnon Neugebauer to the middle to Allison Rush, and she bumps it on over, but no good. Here comes third hit from the middle off the hands of the blocker. Holly side now, McKinnon Neugebauer setting up Allison Rushton on the middle. And we do have a whistle called. Will be point for Holly. Double hit by Wiley. Holly now only trailing by 3 points in the second set. Sage Cole going to the bench. Going in for it will be Aniston Gonzalez. No serve there by Anais Saros. Goes into the net, though. Will be point for Wiley as they retain their 4-point lead. Serving now will be Lila Reinhardt, who's put on one heck of a show for the Wiley Lady Panthers tonight. Served by Reinhardt. Received by Garrido. Popped high up. Little miscommunication between 2 Holly players as both of them told the other one to go for it. but they went for it, but not in time. Point for Wiley. They have a 5-point lead, their biggest of the night. Serve here by number 2, Reinhardt, receiving the back. Holly ball, McKinney-Neubauer bumped high up. Jump shot, no good on the spike by number 11, Allison Rushton. Point for Wiley. They lead 17-11 here in the second set. Let's also thank Rushton Thoroughbreds, B and V'd by Ashley and Holly, and Kate's Boutique. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Served by Reinhardt. Good awareness by number 12, Cabry Hatcher, for Holly to just let that one by. Substitute, Garrido going to the bench. In comes Tressa Corum. Served by Allison Rushton. Now Pankey to number 4, Kravik over in 3. Holly has got ball. McKinnon-Neugebauer setting up. Corum at the middle. Wiley able to barely keep it alive. Holly barely keeping it alive there as the crowd coming a bit more alive. Third hit, Mackenzie Mapes too strong, goes out. Point for Holly. They only trail 13-17 now here in the second set, and they won the first set against Wiley 25-20. Serve there by Allison Rushton will be a service error. Point for Wiley. They get back to that 5-point lead. Hey, let's also thank Parker Farms, PK Game Birds and Outdoors, and Wholehearted Connection LLC. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Served by Mapes. McKinney-Neugebauer setting up number 4, Corum to bump it in 3. Now Deschamps setting up Reinhardt in the middle. Bumped over and 1 by Neugebauer. Reinhardt to Deschamps over and 2 on the bump. Received. Holly, here comes their third hit. Miss hit, though, by Lillian Parker, as Wiley leads this set by 6, and there's 6 points of winning it. Mackenzie Mapes getting ready to serve here. Jump serve from the middle. Barely over. Great dig over in a 1, but too strong by number 12, Hatcher. Will be an ace for Wiley, as we have a timeout called by head coach Fry of Holly. We're going to take one with her. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. And welcome back, sports fans, as we come out of the Eats Consumer Supply timeout. That timeout was called by head coach Fry of Holly. They trail the second set 13-20 after winning the first set against Wiley 25-20. So looking to go 4 sets already. Serve there by Mackenzie Mapes, received in the back, and that will be an ace for Mapes of Wiley. They keep their hot streak going the second set. They lead 21-13 here in the second set. Hey, let's also thank Hilger Irrigation, the Wiley School District, and the Wash Spot Car Wash in Lamar. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Appreciate the support. Back to action. Holly ball. Third hit popped on over by Parker, but weathering the storm is Wiley. Over and 3 by Pankey. On the Holly side, McKinnon-Neugebauer setting up Corum. Corum, a great kill there on the left side. Able to find the open space. Tressa Corum with the kill. Another assist going to McKinnon-Neugebauer. Serving now will be Caden Rushton. Rushton, strong serve, received by Gonzalez, and that'll be an ace for the Holly Lady Wildcats, courtesy of Caden Rushton. Couple points here, looking to build back the momentum to bring a comeback, as Holly trails by 6 points here in the second set. Serve there by Caden Rushton. Too strong, though. Now Wiley leads 22-15 here on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Serving here is Deschamps for Wiley. Jump serve. Oh, great awareness by Garrido to pull her hands back last second. And point for Holly on the service error. Serving now is number 8, Lillian Parker. Parker jump serve from the middle. These Holly girls, they got some great serves. And she aces there, does Lillian Parker. Dream's still alive for him as substitution. Back in comes Anais Serros, subbing out number 12, Cabry Hatcher. Hey, would also like to thank Garden City Regional Airport, Rancho Supply of Lamar and Lahana, and People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Lillian Parker jump serve from the middle, received by Reinhardt, but not able to get everything on that reception as it drops dead in the water. Point for Holly. Mounting a little bit of a comeback. However, Wiley still leads the second set, 22-18. Holly does lead the game, though, 1-0. Lillian Parker, jump serve. Received it in the back, bumped high up once again. Over and 3 by Pankey on the Holly side. McKenna Neugebauer setting up number 5 setter. She pops it on over, received by Reinhardt. Now to Gonzalez, over in 3 by a number 4, J.C. Kravig. And once again, Wiley's done it a few times. Don't know if it's intentional, but they're just hitting the top of the net with the ball real hard, and it just drops dead in the water, rolls on over and drops down to the Holly side. And they just can't react to it. Substitution, Cole comes back in. Service error on Wiley to keep Holly alive. Holly trailing 23-19 here in the second set. Serving out is number 1 for the Holly Lady Wildcats. That is Natalia Garrido. Garrido with the serve. Received by Wiley. Wiley third, hit by Reinhardt. Reinhardt going for the back. Received by Parker. Over in 3 by Garrido. On the Wiley side, bumped high up by Kravig. Over in 3, set up by Cole. Now McKenna Neugebauer looking to set up Rushton. Great reception. Over in 2 by Deschamps. On the Holly side, we have got some great receptions today. Over in 3 there. Great dig, but unsuccessful by Mackenzie Mapes. Point for the Holly Lady Wildcats. Natalia Garrido getting ready to serve once again. Jump serve from the right side. Received by Mapes and 1. Now Holly. They bump it over in 3 via Allison Rushton. Received by Wiley. Sage Cole. Setting up number 2, Reinhardt. No good on the kill attempt. Holly remaining alive. Allison Rushton, no good into the net, though. Will be point for Wiley, making it set point. Very similar to that last set. The first set, Holly won it 25-20, while Wiley leads this second set 24-20, set point. Served there by Pankey, received by Holly. McKenna Neugebauer setting up. Allison Rushton punches over in 3, but back on the Wiley side. Over in 3 by Reinhardt. Bumped high up by Garrido. Parker keeps alive. Over in 3 by Garrido. Now Cole over in 2 on the Holly side. McKenna Neugebauer setting up Sarah. She pops it over. Wiley, though, miraculously keep it alive. Over in 3 by J.C. Kravik from the back. McKenna Neugebauer over in 2. Back over in 1 by Reinhardt. McKenna Neugebauer on the Holly side. Third hit. Rushton over to Deschamps. Now Kravik setting up Reinhardt on the Holly side. We have McKenna Neugebauer setting up Rushton. Rushton partially blocked. Wiley keeps it alive. Blocked there, but that will be a point for Holly as they don't get it over in time. Man, that whole rally was great work by both teams. Serving now, McKenna Neugebauer. As like I've been saying, she's got some great serves. Jump serve from the right side. Holly can't make any mistakes here. They trail 24-21, set point. Great dig by Saros to keep it alive. Bumped over in 3 by Holly. Now set up. Mackenzie Mapes going for the kill. Too strong. Holly trailing closer and closer this second set. 22-24. As now we have a timeout called by head coach Christie of Wiley. We're going to take one with her. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. And welcome back, sports fans, as Holly is mounting a little bit of a comeback here. Only trail 24-22 here in the second set as head coach Christie of Wiley takes a timeout, but we're back into action. McKenna Neugebauer with the jump serve. Holly can't make any mistakes here, and luckily they do have their best server at the line. Mackenzie Mapes over in three, dug out by Neugebauer. Over in three, slapped over by Neugebauer, received on the Wiley side. Third hit by Reinhardt, bumped high up by Garrido. Saros isn't able to keep it alive. Wiley wins this second set, 25-20 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. This one going at least 4 sets today between the home team Wildcats and the visiting Panthers from Wiley. Currently in between sets, would like to give a big thank you to our in between sets sponsor, and that is Peacock Funeral Home. Just like a great coach, Peacock Funeral Home understands every situation is unique. Whether you're planning or facing a loss, their experienced team, led by Clay and Cassie, will work with you to create a personalized plan honoring your loved one's memory. Visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar or call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. Thank you very much to them for bringing us our in-between sets. 1 set apiece here. First time calling a volleyball game like this where it's this even from the get-go, as Holly won the first set 25-20. Wiley won the second set 25-22. Both of them very close, very fun sets to call. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and then we're back here on KVAY with the third set. And welcome back, sports fans. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Holly hosting Wiley volleyball action as we have got a fun one. 1 set apiece here. Jump serve by McKenna Neugebauer to start off the third set. Received by Wiley. Bumped high up. Here comes third hit by Reinhardt. Received in the back corner. Now Rushton setting up Saros, but looks like she ran into the net. Yep, she did. Tips the net just barely. Point for Wiley to start the third set off. Getting ready to serve for Wiley is the sophomore, Gage Pankey. Served by Pankey, received by Holly. McKenna Neugebauer to Rushton on the left side, gets it past the blockers, does Allison Rushton with another big kill. Let's thank sponsors like Colorado Mills, Cheyenne County Abstract in Cheyenne Wells, Cook Oil Fuel Services in Walsh, and the historic Cow Palace Inn. Thank you to our sponsors. Wiley, bad communication on the bump there. Nobody in the front where she was bumping it to. 2 straight points for Holly. They lead the third set early on. Jump serve there by Saros on the Wiley side. Set on over in 2 by Reinhardt, as she's been, just sending out bomb-like spikes this whole time. That time, misdirect, just pops it over. Holly not quite ready for that change of pace as they have tied it up 2 points apiece here in the third set. Serving now will be the freshman, Aniston Gonzalez of Wiley. Strong serve, received by Holly. McKenna Neugebauer setting up number 8, Parker on the left side, but is blocked, though, by number 2, Lila Reinhardt. Point for Wiley. They lead 3-2 in the first set. Hey, let's thank some more sponsors like Lamar Auto Parts, J&N Shoes and Mr. D Sports, and Da Vinci Physical Therapy. Thank you to our sponsors. Served there by Gonzalez on the Holly side. Bumped over in 3 by Valdez. Now set up Mackenzie Mapes. No good on the attack. Now over in 3 by McKenna Neugebauer. Third hit, pops on over. Great work by Lila Reinhart once again to give Wiley a 2-point lead here in the third set. Hey, let's also thank Brew and others, A1 Rental and Sales, and G and Bank Lamar Needs. Thank you to them for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. As Aniston Gonzalez been doing pretty solid at the service line, giving Holly a tough time to respond. Over in 3 by Saros, bumped in the back. On the Wiley side, here comes their third hit. Jump hit there. No good by Reinhardt. McKenna Neugebauer, though, setting up Allison Rushton with a strong kill. McKenna Neugebauer to Allison Rushton seems to be a true combo so far this game. As Allison Rushton is getting ready to serve here for Holly. They only trail by a 1 early on in the third set. Both teams with a 1 set this game. On the Wiley side, over in 3 by Mapes. Holly, strong shot, too strong though by Tressa Coram, goes out of bounds. Points for a Wiley to give me a 2-point lead in the third set. Like 3 to 4 point leads, they've been pretty big this game with how back and forth this contest has been. Lila Reinhart with the serve. On the Holly side, third hit, she pops it over, does Parker. Bumped up, third hit. Mapes, though, setup was a little awkward as she tried to make it work but unable to. Point for Holly as they trail by just 1 here in the third set. As number 9, Miranda Valdez with a service error to give Wiley their 2-point lead back. Now serving will be Mackenzie Mapes. Hey, let's also thank Cooks Floor and Wall, Community Insurance Agency, Tri-County Ford, and Carberly Realty. Thank you to our sponsors. On the Holly side after the serve, over in 3 by Saros. Bumped high up. Deshaun over in 2, sent to that back corner. Received by Garrido. Bumped up by Neugebauer in 2, though. Back into 1, and that'll be a big kill by Kinley Deshaun to make it a 3-point lead for Wiley. Thank you to Arc Television, Carol Lamar and LaHunna for bringing me my beautiful view. As you may see on our live video streaming on YouTube and Facebook, up here on the catwalk, can see everything so well. Back to action, though. Jump serve there by Mackenzie Mapes. On the Holly side, miscommunication leads to another straight point for Wiley as they take the lead early on here in the third set. Jump serve by Mapes, received by Garrido. And now bumped up. Here comes third hit by number 8, Parker, received in the back. Lila Reinhart setting up Deshaun. Deshaun pops it over into the open space in that middle there. Wiley is on a roll here in the third set with Mackenzie Mapes at the service line. Let's thank some more sponsors like Wallace Gas and Oil, Fellowship Credit Union, Cook Oil Company in Walsh, and Tavern 1301. Thank you to our sponsors as head coach Fry of Holly calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Welcome back. We're back into action as we come out of the Eats Consumer Supply timeout. Going for the big kill there is Parker, unable to. On the Wiley side, they pop it over in 3, does the sophomore Panky. McKenna Neugebauer to number 8, over in 3. No good, though, by Parker, though. Third hit, popped over the blocker. Good work by Wiley. Over in 2 by McKenna Neugebauer. Back in 1 by Kravig. On the Holly side, McKenna Neugebauer setting up Lillian Parker on the left side, receiving the back by Gonzalez. Now set up there, Panky into the net, though. Point for Holly. They trail 5-9 here in the third set. Serving now will be number 8. That is Lillian Parker. Lillian Parker, jump serve from the middle. Received by Gonzalez. Lila Reinhart setting up J.C. Kravig in the middle. Going for the big kill, but great recovery by the Holly Lady Wildcats. great digs by Garrido and Neugebauer alike. Going for the kill there is Pankey. No good. Back-to-back attack attempts by Wiley go out of bounds to cut the deficit to just 3 for the home team, Holly Lady Wildcats. Serving once again will be Lillian Parker. Like I was saying, Holly, they all got some great little jump serves. Don't do that too often in 1A. As 3 straight points for Holly, as Wiley, after that timeout, just really unable to get it inbounds there. Parker serving for Holly once again. Jump serve from the middle. Received in the back by Mapes. Bumped high up by Reinhardt in the middle. Over and 3 by Kravik. On the Holly side, McKenna Neugebauer setting up Saros on the left side. No good. Is received. Here comes Kravik. Blocked there. An electric block by Tressa Corum to give the Holly Lady Wildcats 4 straight points here. Great timeout called by Coach Fry as Holly's been on a roll since then. Served by Parker. Oh, a little bit of a misplay by Reinhardt. 5 straight points for Holly after that timeout, as 4 of them just being Wiley either not able to get it over the net or inbounds. Now Lillian Parker with the jump serve. Received by Gonzalez. Now Reinhardt setting up Pankey on the left side. Pankey over on the Holly side. McKenna bumped high up. Saros over the blockers. Received by Reinhardt. Deschamps to Pankey. Pankey now received in the back by Holly. Holly over in 3 over the blockers. Received by Reinhardt in the back. Over in 2 by Deschamps. Great dig by Garrido and McKenna Neugebauer. Over in 3 by Corum. The backward setup. There's the kill attempt. No good by Deschamps. Man, this game has had a bunch of rallies just like this. Over in 1 by Wiley on the Holly side. Here comes their third hit. Over in 3 by Saros. Wiley does let that one go by. They lead 10-9 here. They were up by 5, now narrowly only up by 1. Substitution, Sage Cole comes back in for Aniston Gonzalez for the Wiley Lady Panthers. Let's thank some more sponsors like Prowers Medical Center, Golden Plains Insurance Agency, and McClave State Bank. Thank you to our sponsors, as Deschamps with the service error too strong makes it 10 points each here in the second set. Substitution as Corum goes to the bench. Coming in for her will be Garrido, now serving. Garrido with the serve. On the Wiley side, third hit Pankey in the middle over the blocker. On Holly now, McKenna Neugebauer, center Allison Rushton. Rushton, strong kill by Allison Rushton to give them, I believe, their first lead of this third set. Another great assist by McKenna Neugebauer. Thank you very much for tuning in here on KVAY, be it on the radio or on our live video streaming on YouTube and Facebook. Back to action, Natalia Garrido serving once again for Holly. Jump serve from the right side. Received by Reinhardt to Kravig. Now Cole on the left side going opposite. And that one is in. A great kill from Cole going left to right to tie it up 11 apiece. Serving now will be J.C. Kravig for the Wiley Lady Panthers. Let's also thank Eats Consumer Supply, Ace Tire Service, and Evergreen Electric LLC for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Over in 3. Received there on the Wiley side. Over in 3 by Reinhardt, and big kill by her. As these teams now just trading points. As just a little bit ago, Wiley was up 8-4, but now only up 12-11 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. J.C. Kravik, the junior, with the serve. On the Holly side now, McKenna Neugebauer setting up on the left side. Great kill by Allison Rushton once again. As now 12-12 here in the third set. They just keep going back and forth here midway through the third set. Holly won that first set 25-20, while Wiley won the second set 25-22. Jump serve by Neugebauer, received in the back by Mapes. Now J.C. Kravik setting up Lila Reinhardt on the left side. Great kill by Reinhardt to give Wiley a 1-point lead once again. And in this game, 1-point lead hasn't been much. You know, both teams have come by it plenty of times. There's been a lot of lead changes, lots of ties. These two teams pretty evenly matched. Last year, Wiley going 2-0 against Holly. Winning 1-4 and the other in 5 sets. So both them close games last year. This one as well has been very close. Over in 3 by Reinhardt of Wiley. Received by Garrido. Now McKenna Neugebauer to Allison Rushton. Allison Rushton, just a little too strong going out. Point for Wiley. They now have a 2-point lead here in the third. Let's also thank Bison Title Company, Tri-State Body Shop, Arc Valley Vision Care, and Scooters Coffee for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. As a Wiley ace is there, courtesy of a Gage Pankey serve. 15-12. Wiley 3-point lead. They're trying to build back that lead. Holly trying to stay on the heels. McKenna-Neugebauer sent up rush on the left side. Incredible kill there by Allison Rushton. I will take a quick break. Give me 1 sec as the ball rolled up here. As I just grabbed the ball. Sorry about that for leaving the post. But, yeah, rolled up here on the track. Loving my beautiful view. Thank you to Arc Valley Vision Care, Lamar and La Junta, as it just threw the ball back down. Back in action, N.I.E. Saros received on the Wiley side. And now over in 3 by Mackenzie Mays. Back over in 1 by McKenna-Neugebauer. Now here comes third hit by Sage Cole. Pops over the blockers. Great dig by Neugebauer once again. She's put in one heck of a game. Great little set over by Sage Cole. McKenna-Neugebauer sent him Allison Rushton in the middle. Too strong of a kill attempt, though. Will be a point for Wiley as they lead 16-13 here in this third set. Sage Cole going to the bench. Coming in for her will be Aniston Gonzalez, the freshman. Gonzalez with the serve. Received by Garrido in the back for Holly. Bumped high up by McKenna-Neugebauer. Over in 3 by Valdez on the Wiley side. Here comes third hit. Reinhardt. Reinhardt no good. Man, McKenna-Neugebauer has been everywhere this game. Over in 3, but into the net by number 11, Rushton. Point for Wiley. They're back to that 4-point lead, 17-13 here in the third set. Game is tied 1 set apiece. Hey, big thank yous to Community State Bank, Otero County Health Department, and Lori Peterson Farm Bureau Insurance Agency for sponsoring this whole fall sports season. Holly over in 3. Back in 1 by Reinhardt. Keeping it alive, though, is McKenna-Neugebauer. Over in 3 by Valdez. Man, this game has been incredible. Over in 3 by Mackenzie Mapes. And now Valdez setting up Rushton. Excellent kill. Excellent work there by Allison Rushton. And great assist by Miranda Valdez. As now serving for Holly will be Allison Rushton. Allison Rushton, serve. Pops it over, received by Gonzalez. Now Lilo Reinhardt setting up Deshaun, no good. 2 straight points for Holly as they cut the deficit to just 2 points here in this third set. Game tied 1 point apiece. Serve there, received in the back. Oh, miscommunication between 2 Wiley players to give Holly 3 straight points. They only trail 17-16 here in the third set. Hey, let's also thank Rushton Thoroughbreds, Be Envied by Ashley here in Holly, and Kate's Boutique. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Third hit by Deshaun. Incredible work by Deshaun of Wiley as Holly did their best to send it back, but unable to, as she just kept it barely over the net, going opposite from left to right side. Wonderful work on that attempt, and it worked out perfectly for Wiley. As now Lila Reinhardt with the serve. They lead 18-16 in the third set. Game tied 1 set apiece. McKenna-Neugebauer setting up number 8 Parker, received by Deschamps. And now Reinhardt bumped high up. Deschamps going for the kill attempt over the blockers, received in the back. McKenna-Neugebauer bumps high up. Bumped over in 3 by Corum on the Wiley side. Third hit. Kravig to the back to Garrido. Now third hit. Over in 3 by Parker. Bumped high up there. Keeping it alive, just barely. Deschamps over in 3. Man, this game has had some great volleys. Over in 3 by Parker. Reception by Gonzalez on the Wiley side. Bumped over in 3. Man, I'm saying in 3 a lot, but it's just they're using everything they got to take down the other team. As a number 8, Lillian Parker with a great kill in the open space to cut the deficit to just 1 for the home team Holly Lady Wildcats. Serve there, received by Kravik. Back to Kravik. Kravik blocked, but too strong. Too emphatic as it goes out of bounds off Corum. Point for Wiley. They lead 19-17 here in the third set. Only a 2-point lead. Number 11, Mackenzie Mapes, which is jump serve. Received by Valdez. Bumped high up by Garrido, still in the back. Bumped over in 3 by Saros on the Wiley side. Here comes third hit. Number 10, Pankey going for that back. Great reception on the Holly. Oh, but no good on the bump by McKenna-Neugebauer. One of the few times she's misfired as it's just a little too strong, as she's put on one heck of a performance for Holly tonight. Jump serve from Mackenzie Mapes of Wiley as Wiley holds on to a 3-point lead here later in the third set. Third hit by Lillian Parker on the right side. And Wiley, she ran under the net. Did Lila Reinhardt to grab that dig. So we'll be a point for Holly as they only trailed 18-20 here in the third set. Game tied 1 set apiece. Jump serve there by number 8, Lillian Parker. And that'll be an ace for Parker of the Holly Lady Wildcats. They cut their deficit to just 1 point. Man, this game, so close. Jump serve by Parker. Back-to-back ace by Lillian Parker to tie it up 20-all. Timeout called by head coach Christy of Wiley. We'll take one with her. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. Welcome back as we come out of the Eats Consumer Supply timeout in one heck of a game. Third set. Holly has tied it up 20-all. Game tied 1 set apiece. Jump serve by Lillian Parker as she just had back-to-back aces. Now over in 3 by Gage Pankey. Great reception in the back by Garrido. Over in 3 by Parker on the Wiley side. Set up. Third hit. J.C. Kravick going for that back corner. Great reception. And now Garrido able to bump it over in 3 on the Wiley side. DeShant over in 2. Now McKenna Neugebauer over in 2. DeShant sets it up. Over in 2 by Reinhardt. Now McKenna Neugebauer on the Holly side. Able to pop it just over is Tressa Corum to grab a kill. As Tressa Corum in. And now still serving is number 8, Lillian Parker. Serve there. Almost aced again. Over in 2 just barely, though, by Kravick. Bumped over in 3 by Garrido on the Wiley side. Reinhardt setting Kravick in the middle. Great reception over in 1 by Valdez. Back in 1 by Kravick. Valdez once again. McKenna Neugebauer. Here comes third hit. Bumped over in 3 by Saros. Bumped high up. Bumped high up once again in the middle. Bumped over in 3. Drops low by Kravick. Over in 1. Friendly fire ran into each other, but they keep it alive. And running into the net there a little bit is Saros. Point for Wiley as it is tied up once again. Now 21-21 here in the third set. Serving is Kinley DeShant. Serve there by DeShant. Received in the back by Valdez. And that'll be an ace by Kinley DeShant to give Wiley 22-21 is the lead. As now Aniston Gonzalez going to the bench. Coming in for it will be Sage Cole. DeShant serving once again. She put on one heck of a game as well. Serve. Received. Almost aced again, but they keep it alive. McKenna Neugebauer in 3. Now Mackenzie Mapes to Reinhardt to number 4. Blocked, though, by Tressa Corum. As that's her second block of the game. And both of them have been great blocks like that. That one a solo one. Serving here is a number 1. That is Natalia Garrido. Serve there, received on the Wiley side. Over in 2 by Kravick. Third hit over in 3 by Saros. Now popped on over to that back corner by Sage Cole to give Wiley the lead. 23-22 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. And this has been a great one here. Serve on the Holly side. McKenna Neugebauer to number 5. Saros on the Wiley side. Here comes third hit. Popped on over, going opposite. Received bumped high up, though, on the Holly side. They only trail at 1 point deep in the third set. Sage Cole setting up number 2, Reinhardt. Reinhardt too strong as it's tied up 23-all in the third set. This one even closer than the first 2, which is crazy to think. Game tied 1 set apiece. Serving now McKenna Neugebauer has been great at the service line for Holly all night. Jump serve by Neugebauer. Received. Wiley over and two. Holly ready for the sneak attack. Here comes third hit. Allison rushed in. Blocked, though, by Lila Reinhardt. Incredible block by Reinhardt to give Wiley the set point. 24-23 here. But, we could be going into past 25 points. We'll have to see. Gage Pankey with the serve on the Holly side. Bumped high up by McKenna Neugebauer. Third hit rushed in. Received by Pankey, and we will, as Allison Rushton with an emphatic kill off the arms of Pankey. Another assist to McKenna Neugebauer. We are now, volleyball, once they're tied at 24 each, you have to win the set by 2. Service error, though, by Saros. Point for Wiley. Set point for them once again, 25-24 in the third set. Substitution, Cole going to the bench. Comes in Gonzalez to serve for Wiley. Let's also thank Parker Farms, PK Game Birds and Outdoors, and Wholehearted Connection LLC for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Serve. Back-to-back service errors on both teams to make it 25-25 once again. Substitution, Garrido going out for Coram. Serving right now, Allison Rushton. Serve from the middle. Received by Pankey. That'll be an ace. Oh, almost an ace. I'm sorry, I miscalled that, as I thought it was over, but great work by Wiley. However, a big kill by Lillian Parker. Set up once again there. An assist there by McKenna Neugebauer. Just like that, Holly takes the lead, 26-25. It's been a while since they had the lead. Allison Rushton with the serve. Set point for Holly now. Gonzalez to Reinhardt. Reinhardt setting up Deshaun. Deshaun pops it over. Received in the back on the Holly side. Neugebauer to number 8. Parker popped high up. Set up now in the middle. Reinhardt, though, hits it into the net. Holly wins that third set 27-25. Oh, boy, we have got a game tonight. Thank you to Peacock Funeral Home in Lamar for sponsoring our in-between sets. Visit 209 South 4th Street in Lamar or call 336-2234. Peacock Funeral Home, your trusted partner in times of need. We're going to take a minute and a half break, and then we're back here on KVAY with some more volleyball. And welcome back as we're in between sets. Man, that third set, both teams were on one. I'll tell you what, 27-25. Holly came back, being down as much as 6 that set, and they win. They now lead the game 2-1. Holly won the first set, 25-20. Wiley won the second set 25-22, while Holly won that third set 27-25. Hey, would like to give a big thank you to Hillger Irrigation, Wiley School District, and the Washpot Car Wash in Lamar. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast as we're getting underway once again. Fourth set about to begin at serving. Gage Pankey, the sophomore of Wiley, received by Garrido. Now McKenna Neugebauer. Blocked there is Allison Rushton by Lila Reinhart. Point for Wiley to start off the fourth set. Hey, let's also thank Garden City Regional Airport and Rancho Supply of Lamar and Lahana for sponsoring the sports broadcast. Served by Pankey. Received. McKenna Neugebauer bumped high up. Garrido into the net. 2 straight points for Wiley. That's what they've been doing the past few sets. They take a solid lead in the beginning, but Holly, they just stay on the heels on them the whole game. Third serve in a row there by Pankey. Received. Popped up. Here comes third hit by Rushton. Over. Great reception. Bumped up towards the middle. Over in 3 on the Holly side. Here comes third hit. Rushton blocked though by Reinhart. Lila Reinhart with an impeccable block there. As Allison Rushton is a very scary attacker. You got to watch out for when playing against her. But Reinhart meeting her there at the net. Man, these two teams putting on a great, great game. Both teams doing excellent, really. Serve there, received by Holly. Here comes third hit. Off the hands of the blocker. Keeping alive, though, is Cole. As barely over in 3 is Reinhart. Garrido to McKenna Neugebauer. Third hit. Rushton, though, over the blocker. Too strong, though. As 4 straight points for the Wiley Lady Panthers here to start the fourth set. Let's also thank Rancher Supply of Lamar and Lahana, People's Credit Union of Lamar and Springfield, and Colorado Mills for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Set over in 3 by McKenna Neugebauer. Now Kravig to Reinhart. Great dig by Garrido. Now set up, here comes bumped over in 3 by Garrido. Received by Kravig. And now over in 2 by Cole. Holly weathers the storm there. Over in 3 by Garrido. Over in 1, looking for that back corner was Reinhart. But Holly over the blockers for a second. Once again, first time no good. Second time, though, on the money. N.I.E. Saros. Good work by her. Now serving number 3, McKenna Neugebauer. Holly's first serve of this fourth set as they trail 4-1, but they lead the game 2-1. Jump serve by McKenna Neugebauer. Receiving the back by Mapes. Mapes set up for a little pop over. Received by Neugebauer. Third hit, Allison Rushton popped over. Back in 1 by Mapes. Now Mapes back in 1 once again, but couldn't keep it in bounds. It rolls out. 2-4. Holly 2 straight points. They only trail by 2 very early on here in the fourth set. McKenna Neugebauer getting ready for a jump serve, but before that, thank you to Cheyenne County Abstract and Cheyenne Wells and Cook Oil Fuel Service and Walls for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Almost over in 3 by Reinhart, though, into the set. Wiley started this fourth set off with 4 straight points, but with Neugebauer at the service line, Holly has got themselves 3 straight as they're only trailing by 1 point here in this fourth set. McKenna Neugebauer, a nice jump serve from the right side. Receiving the back by Deshawn. Bumped up by Kravik. Left side, Mapes into the net once again. 4 straight points for both teams. Now it is tied up 4-all. McKenna Neugebauer getting ready for the serve. As the up judge talking to Rushton, Allison Rushton of the Holly Lady Wildcats. Let's thank some more sponsors like the historic Cow Palace Inn, Lamar Auto Parts, and Jan & Shoes and Mr. D Sports. Thank you to our sponsors. Now McKenna Neugebauer with that jump serve. Received by Deschamps. Bumped up. Here comes third hit. Reinhart in the middle. Blocked by Rushton, but back to Reinhart by 1. Now here comes third hit on Holly. Popped over. Great dig. Back into 1, though. Dug out on Holly. Man, back and forth. Rushton. Little jump shot. Just barely out. Going for that back right side. Point for Wiley as that goes out of bounds. Let's also thank Da Vinci Physical Therapy and Brew Unto Others. Sage Cole getting ready to serve. Serve there. Received by Garrido. Set up. Rushton. Great dig by Cole. Deschamps over into just barely. Oh, let's see. I thought it looked out. However, the judges are saying that it is in. Must have just barely hit the line because, any part of the line is still in bounds in volleyball. Great serve by by Cole. Over in 3 by McKenna Neugebauer. But yeah, first time this game, her hands weren't perfectly set there. 3 straight points for Wiley. So far, this set has been about streaks. Wiley was up 4-0, then Holly made it 4-4, but Wiley now up 7-4. Make that 8-4. We might be counting by fours this set. We'll have to see. 8-4, Wiley leads this fourth set. They trail 1-2 against Holly, though. Sage Cole, nice fundamental serve as a lolly pops on over. Those are just so tough to defend. An ace for Sage Cole as it lips the top of the net and just drops dead on. Nobody can get there in time. It's just too unpredictable. 9-4, Wiley leads the fourth set. Serve by Cole. Received in the back by Parker. McKenna Neugebauer to Rush on the left side. She pops it over. Too strong. 10-4. 6 straight points for the Wiley Lady Panthers. And yep, Coach Fry of Holly calls a timeout. We're going to take one with her. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. And welcome back, sports fans. I'm your broadcaster this evening, Ethan Smith-Sena, here at the Holly School Gym. Scoreboard reads 10-4. Wiley 6 straight points here in the fourth set. However, 1-2. Wiley 1 set, Holly with 2. Holly winning the first and third set, Wiley winning that second set. Back into action, Sage Cole with the serve. She's done excellent at the service line here. Now third hit there by Allison Rushton into the net, though. Point for the Wiley Lady Panthers. They lead 11-4 here in the fourth set. 7 straight points. Serve there. Receive on the Holly side. McKenna Neugebauer sent up Rushton left side. Blocked by Reinhardt. Once again, Rushton over. But we have got yet point for the Holly Lady Wildcats. As receiving it there was Cole, but just barely double hit her. So Holly ends that 7-point streak by Wiley. Now serve there by Saros Knights. Jump serve. Receive there. Backward set. Into the net, though, by Mackenzie Mapes. And carry called anyways. 2 straight points for Holly. You know, we might get another streak as it was 4-0, then 4-4, and then 11-4. And now Holly trailed by 5. Jump serve by Saros. And that'll be an ace for NIE Saros of the Holly Lady Wildcats as they got 3 points in a row. As this set so far has been streaky. Serve there by Saros into the net, though. Had to jinx it, didn't I? As that quick streak ends. 12-7. Wiley leads this fourth set. They trail 2-1, though. Reinhardt will be serving. Serve there, received. And wow, incredible fortitude by Garrido. Able to maintain that one, but will be a kill by Deschamps. I got to talk about that. Garrido got a great dig in the back. It got all the way up, fell onto the basketball hoop, hit the top of the bottom of the basketball hoop, ricochet down, was dug out by number 5, Saros, and then Garrido able to send it back in 3. Scoreboard currently reads 13-8 now. Number 11, Allison Rushton, now serving. They trail by 5 here in the fourth set. Lila Reinhardt setting up number 4, Kravik on the left side. Received, nobody there, though, as McKenna Neugebauer just doing one of her backward set. She's done the whole game, but that time finds no one as Allison Rushton gets subbed out for Natalia Garrido. Jump serve by Mapes, received by Garrido. Now here comes third hit, Corum. Back and 1 by Deschamps. Garrido to number 3, Neugebauer. Popped over in 3, though, by number 8, Parker. On the Wiley side, bumped over in 3 by Gonzalez. McKenna Neugebauer setting up number 8, Parker. Almost getting a little misdirect on Wiley, however, they were privy to it. Going for that back corner. Too strong, though, by Deschamps to make the score 9-14. Holly still trailing by 5, but very similar to that third set where they trailed by a good portion for most of it until they came back. Serve there, received in the back by Gonzalez. Now Reinhardt to number 10, Mapes on the left side. On the Holly side now, McKenna Neugebauer to Lillian Parker over in 3, Lila Reinhardt. Now here comes third hit, Gage Pankey. Great dig by Valdez on the Holly side, popped over. Wiley ball, Lila Reinhardt setting up in the middle. J.C. Kravig receiving the back by Garrido. And now here comes third hit. Corum going for the kill, no good. Wiley over in 2. Great reception once again by Valdez. Third hit that time by Parker. And Wiley barely keeping it alive. But no, that one will go out of bounds. They almost kept that alive. My goodness. 14-10. Holly only trailing by 4 points now in this fourth set as they lead the game 2-1. Serve there by Valdez. And will be an ace for Valdez. They only trail by 3 points now here in the fourth set. Valdez. Serve. Reception on the Wiley side. Going for the spike there. No good though. On the Holly side, third hit. Blocked though by by J.C. Kravig that time. Wiley ends that little 2-point streak. Now they only lead by 4 points here in the fourth set as they need to win the set to force it to 5. Hey, let's thank A1 Rental and Sales, GN Bank of Lamar Needs, and Cooks Floor and Wall for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. As Holly over in 3 via Corum. Now Reinhardt to Pankey on the left side. She sends it over. Now over in 2 by McKenna Neugebauer. Wiley privy to it. Here comes their third hit. Unable to bump it over in 3, though, is Wiley. Awkward situation there for Gonzalez. As only trailing by 3 now is Holly. Jump serve by number 8, Lillian Parker. On the Holly side now. Here comes third hit. McKenna Neugebauer setting up Saros. Saros blocked there by J.C. Kravig. 2 blocks here in this fourth set. Substitution. Sage Cole coming in for Aniston Gonzalez. Hey, let's thank Community Insurance Agency, Tri-County Forward, Carberry Realty, and Wallace Gas and Oil for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. Now McKenna Neugebauer setting up number 5, Sarah. She pops it too strong, though. 17-12, 5-point lead for the visiting Lady Panthers of Wiley. As, boy, we've got ourselves a close one here. It's just been back and a forth. The first set was the one that was least close, and Holly won that 25-20. Holly side, third hit by Corum. Now over in 3 there by Cole. Holly keeps it alive, though. Bumping it over in 3 is McKenna Neugebauer. Over in 1 by Reinhardt. She's camping the net there. Good work by her. Oh, but point for Holly as they're saying double hit on Reinhardt, though. Point for the Holly Lady Wildcats. 13-17, they trail. Serving Natalia Garrido. Let's thank Fellowship Credit Union, Cook Oil Company in Walsh, and Tavern 1301 for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. As Wiley barely over in 3. McKenna Neugebauer setting up Rushton in the middle. Into the net, though, by Rushton. Point for Wiley. They get back to a 5-point lead. They're staying steady there so far here in this fifth set after they went on a 7-point streak to make it 11-4 earlier, and they've just kept that going. McKenna Neugebauer to number 5, Saros, however, a little too dead center over the net as challenging it successfully was Lila Reinhardt. Another timeout called by head coach Fry of Holly. They trail 13-19 here in the fourth set. We're going to take one with it. We're back in 30 seconds here on KVAY. And welcome back as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout. As Coach Fry of Holly called it, as they trail a 19-13 here in this fourth set. They do lead the game 2-1. Getting ready to serve here, Gage Pankey. She's been pretty solid at the service line for Wiley tonight. Receiving the back by Parker. McKenna Neugebauer setting up Rushton on the left side, though. Into the net, though. Rushton losing a little bit of her rhythm as now Wiley leads by 7, and they're just 5 points away of sending it into a fifth set. That would be the first game I've called this season that goes into 5. Let's see if Holly allows that to happen as McKenna Neugebauer bumps it way back. Bumped over in 3 by Parker on the Wiley side. Sage Cole setting up number 2, Reinhardt in the middle. Great reception by Garita to keep it alive. Over in 3, popping it over is Rushton. Way to keep it alive by the Wiley Lady Panthers. My goodness. Third hit, Rushton over the blockers, received in the back. However, we do have whistle called. Will be point for the Holly Lady Wildcats with a double hit by Deschamps in the back. As Holly trails 14-20 here in the fourth set. McKenna Neugebauer now serving. Let's thank more sponsors like Prowers Medical Center, Golden Plains Insurance Agency, McClave State Bank, and Eads Consumer Supply. Thank you to our sponsors. And this has been a fun one, real fun. As McKenna Neugebauer jump serve from the right, receiving the back by Deschamps, popped high up, and now Kravig to Cole on the right side. Now McKenna Neugebauer to number 11, Rushton once again. That's about the fourth time this set that she's messed up her time in just a little bit and hits it into the net. Another point for the Wiley Lady Panthers. Serving Sage Cole. He's done a pretty good job tonight with a couple of aces. Serve, received. Now here comes third hit. Rushton pops it over the defense. Dug out by Kravig. Over in 2 by Reinhardt. Going for that back corner. And will be a kill by Lila Reinhardt to make the score 22-14 here in the fourth set. Wiley looking ready and primed to send this to 5 sets. Let's also thank Ace Tire Service, Peacock Funeral Home, and Bison Title Company. Thank you to our sponsor, Sage Cole, with the serve on the Holly side. Over in 2. Oh, they're saying double hit there on McKenna Neugebauer. 23-14. Wiley leads. Hey, we'd like to give a big thank you to the following for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast, and that's Rushton Thoroughbreds, Be Envied by Ashley here in Holly, and the Kate's Boutique. Thank you to them. Back to action. Over in 3 by Rushton on the Wiley side. Oh, but that dig was bad by Wiley as they set up Allison Rushton for a perfect setup, and she just popped that sucker on down. Point for Holly. However, they're still down big time here in the fourth set. 15-23. They do lead 2-1 against Wiley, though. On Wiley. Set up. Deschamps pops it over the blockers on the Holly side. Here comes third hit down the middle. And Allison Rushton aims perfectly for that back corner. Now point for Holly. Serving here. Number 5, Anais Saros. Great jump serve. Receiving the back by Pankey. Now set over peacefully in 3 by Wiley. Valdez setting up number 11. Too strong, though, by Allison Rushton to make it set point. 24-16 for the Wiley Lady Panthers. If they win this set, they will send it to 5. Now Lila Reinhardt with the serve. Received in the back by Saros. Holly trying to crawl together. They bump it over in 3 by Neugebauer. And now Reinhardt backwards set to Deschamps. Deschamps past the blockers to win this fourth set for Wiley. 25-16 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. And this game is going 5 sets. This has been an excellent one. Big thank you to Peacock Funeral Home. They're our in-between set sponsor in Lamar. They're located at 209 South 4th Street, or you can call 336-2234. Big thank you as well to Parker Farms, PK Game Birds and Outdoors, and Wholehearted Connection LLC. Thank you to them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Here is the scores so far of this game. First set, 25-20. Holly won. Second set, Wiley brought it back, 25-22. That third set, oh so close, 27-25 to give Holly the 2-1 lead. But here in that fourth set, after Wiley got that 11-4 lead, they just kept piling it on. They win that fourth set, 25-16. Yeah, third set was the closest. Fourth set was the least close. But, man, this one has been so much fun to call. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and then we're back to bring you the fifth and final set. And welcome back, because we're still in between sets. Fifth set about to begin. Man, tell your friends and family about this game and tune in here on the radio or on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Thank you very much for tuning in this afternoon, or excuse me, now evening. Man, this is a great game. We are 5 sets in. Quick substitution. Corum coming out for Garrido. Fifth set about to begin. A Wiley starting with the ball. Serving will be number 10, the sophomore, Gage Pankey. Game back underway. First of 15 points or win by 2. Pankey almost acing. Holly recovering. Here comes third hit now. Lila Reinhardt. An excellent kill by Reinhardt to bring Wiley, to give Wiley the lead. 1-0 here in the 5th set. Hey, let's also thank Hilger Irrigation in the Wiley School District for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. We appreciate the support. Served there by Pankey. Received. And unable to get it over in time are the Holly Lady Wildcats. Hey, big thank you as well to the Washbot Car Wash in Lamar. They wish the best of luck to the Wiley Panthers in today's game. Play hard, play together, and you will outshine the competition. From your friends at the Washbot Car Wash, your full-service car wash and detail shop with sweets and treats. Man, they got some good treats over there. Located at 1200 East Olive Street in Lamar. Thank you to the Washbot in Lamar for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. As Gage Pankey aces, they lead 4-0 here in the 5th set, forcing the Wiley Lady Wildcats to call a timeout. We're going to take one with them. We're back in 30 here on KVAY. Welcome back, sports fans, as we come out of the Eads Consumer Supply timeout. Into the net, though, by Mapes. Point for Holly. Their first point this 5th set. And, you know, these slow starts for Holly, they're even more dangerous in this 5th set, as it's just first to 15 instead of 25. Jump serve there. Received over in one by Deschamps on the Holly side. Saros over. Great dig once again, that time by Pankey. Holly with the ball. Here comes third hit. Rushed in. Great dig that time by number 4, Kravig. McKinney-Nugabar setting up Rushton in the middle. Into the net, though, by Rushton. 5-1. Wiley leads this 5th set. Let's also thank Garden City Regional Airport, Rancher Supply, Lamar and LaHunna, and Colorado Mills for sponsoring these sports broadcasts. We appreciate the support. Sage Cole of Wiley with the serve on the Holly side. Set up. Here comes third hit on the left. Valdez going opposite. Incredible work by Miranda Valdez with the kill to make it 2-5. They trail by 3 here. Serving now will be a number 5, NIE Saros. Man, loving my view here up at the catwalk at Holly School to call this incredible game. Now Reinhardt mistiming her jump there into the net. Holly within 2 now here in this 5th set. First to 15 or win by 2. You know, if they are tied at 14-14, somewhere to that 3rd set. Dug out and won by Pankey on the Holly side, manufacturing an attack. Blocked for a second there. However, Holly recovers. They send it back. Now J.C. Kravig to Mackenzie Mapes. Mackenzie Mapes too strong. 1-point deficit for Holly. They are oh so close. Serving once again is Saros. Saros, nice jump serve from the middle. Received. Oh, almost an ace. Let's see. Deschamps over in 3. Holly. Valdez setting up in the middle. Rushton. Great reception by Pankey in the middle. As, the ball went to the net and bounced off. Reinhardt couldn't quite control it. Yeah, that's just tough to deal with. As Holly, we're down 4-0. Now it's 5-5 here in the 5th set. NIE Saros jump serve. Great awareness by Panky as she got out of the way last second. As that ball was just barely served out. 6-5 Wiley leads. Lila Reinhardt with the serve. On the Holly side. They bump it over in 3 via Parker. Wiley side. Here comes third hit over the blocker. Great kill courtesy of J.C. Kravik of Wiley. Thank you very much for tuning in here on the radio or on our YouTube and Facebook pages. This is a fun one. Reinhardt serving once again. Thank you to Cheyenne County Abstract and Sean Wells, the historic Cow Palace Inn, and Lamar Auto Parts for sponsoring the sports broadcast. As Holly McKenna-Neugebauer set up for once not picture perfect as it was for most of those first 4 sets. But, this game's been going on for quite some time. We're 5th set. Teams don't see that too often. And Holly, they are coming off of a game just yesterday, so they're a little more worn out than Wiley. On the Wiley side, Lila Reinhardt setting up Kravik. She bumps it over, blocked for a second, sent back on the Holly side. McKenna-Neugebauer setting up Parker on the left side. Received, and now number 11, Mackenzie Mapes to Deshawn. Was going for that great opposite shot that she hit earlier as it just goes left to right perfectly over the net, but that one unable to. Yeah, I assume that is a tough kill to go for. Now Allison Rushton with the serve. Received by Gonzalez. And now bumped in 3 by Deshawn on the Holly side. Rushton to McKenna-Neugebauer. Here comes third hit. Parker pops it over. Received by Deshawn. Now back over in 2. And Holly just barely able to send it back in 3. Mackenzie Mapes setting up Kravik in the middle. Received in the back by Holly. McKenna-Neugebauer sent to Parker left side once again. However, will be called a Holly ball as it was blocked by Wiley. And it rolled on the net. Looked like it was going to fall in Holly territory, but rolled it just a few inches out of bounds. Point for Holly. They only trail 7-8 here in the 5th set. And calling a timeout here is head coach Christy Wiley. We're going to keep it right here, and I would like to thank some sponsors. Thank you to J&N Shoes and Mr. D Sports, Da Vinci Physical Therapy, Brew Unto Others, A1 Rental and Sales, and GN Bank of Lamar Needs. Thank you to our sponsors. Hey, along with them, also thank you to Cooks Floor and Wall, Community Insurance Agency, Tri-County Ford, and Coberly Realty. Thank you to all our sponsors. As man, this game has been incredible. First 5-set game I've had the opportunity to call. Wiley and Holly. Holly heading into this game 4-8, while Wiley 3-6. Holly 2-2 in the Arc Valley League, while Wiley is 1-1. Both these teams, below 500. But from what I've seen tonight, these two teams have a whole bunch of a lot of determination. So many times that I've even called that I thought a point happened. It didn't, because the teams, they just stuck through it. Grit and grind. 7-8 Holly serve. Allison Rushton serving as they only trail by 1 point here in the 5th and final set. Allison Rushton with the serve. Received by Kravik. Reinhardt to Kravik, left side in the middle. Block there. Kravik keeps alive, bumps in 1. Back in 1 by Tressa Corum to tie it up 8 points apiece here. Now serving once again, Allison Rushton, 8 apiece here on the Wiley side. They bump it over in 3 via Kravik. Now McKenna-Neugebauer to Parker in 3. Mackenzie Mapes to Deshawn on left side. One-handed bump by McKenna-Neugebauer. Set up on the left side. There's Parker. Received by Reinhardt. Now Kravik, no good. Dug out. McKenna-Neugebauer setting Parker up on the left side. Once again, blocked though by J.C. Kravik. Didn't have any blocks in the first 3 sets, but in the 4th and 5th set, she's had 4 total. As substitution coming back in is number 1, Garrido for Holly. Service error by Mapes. Garrido is in and Rushton is out. Serving now is Miranda Valdez. 9 points apiece here in the 5th set. Serve. Receive popped up. And yeah, the reception was just too errant by Wiley as Reinhardt, she hit the net going for it. Point for Holly. They lead 10-9 here in the 5th set. They were down 4-0. Then a great timeout called by head coach Fry. Got their heads back in the game. Received. And that'll be an ace for Valdez, for Miranda Valdez. 11-9 They lead this fifth set. Timeout called by head coach Christy Wiley. Now we'll take a timeout with them. We're back in 30 here on KVAY. Game is back into action. Wiley sending it too strong out of bounds. Point for Holly. They lead at 12-9 here in this fifth set. Will be the final one. Serving here is Miranda Valdez. She's done great here. Reception there. Now bumped up. Over in two by Tressa Corum with the big kill to give Holly a 4-point lead just like that. As Wiley self-destructing a tiny bit. But, with how they've been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it back. Now Reinhardt to Kravik. Kravik pops it over on the Holly side. Garrido over in three. Received by Reinhardt. Deschamps. And then bumped in three by Pankey. Received by Valdez. Now McKenna Neugebauer to Corum. Corum with an incredible kill by Corum to give them match point here. Match point. Holly leads 14-9. It was tied 9-9. They've been on a streak. Served by Valdez. Receive. Wiley side. JC. Now Reinhardt to number 10. Pankey. Holly keeps alive though. McKenna Neugebauer. Great dig though by Gonzalez to keep them alive on the Holly side. McKenna Neugebauer to number 8. Parker. And Lillian Parker with that game-ending kill there over the blockers. 15-8. Holly wins the fifth and final set, 15-9 on the Prowers Medical Center scoreboard. Holy moly, what a game that one just was. I'm going to take a 1-minute break. I need to process this for a second. I'll be back in 1 minute here on KVAY for the McClave State Bank post-game show. Welcome back, sports fans. Holly wins this game in 5 sets. It is time for the McClave State Bank post-game show. How important is convenience? Well, what if you didn't have to drive to the bank and wait in line at the drive-thru? McClave State Bank now offering convenient mobile banking and mobile deposit. They offer fast, efficient service and a friendly staff that can handle all your banking needs. You'll save time with the convenience and ease of their online banking. And for even more convenience, stop by in Lamar at 309 East Olive Street. McClave State Bank, small enough to serve you well, member FDIC. Final score, 3-2. Holly wins. Holly won the first set 25-20. Wiley won the second set 25-22. Holly won that third set 27-25. And then Wiley won that fourth set 25-16. Wiley was looking in prime shape, and they were tied 9-9 in that fifth set. And then Coach Christie called a timeout because Holly was coming back. And then, indeed, they did 6 straight points after that timeout as well, with Valdez at the service line. Lillian Parker doing great. Man, great job by both teams, by all coaches, all athletes involved this game. It was such a fun game. 3-2, Holly wins this game. Now time to bring you the Golden Plains Insurance MVP. Golden Plains Insurance Lamar, Springfield, Walsh, Rocky Ford, and Eads brings a lifetime of experience to the table when they discuss your farm and ranch insurance needs. They're committed to you, not just some corporation, so they have the freedom and authority to create the perfect policy custom designed for your operation. Independent and homegrown just like you, Golden Plains Insurance, prepared for your future. Looking at both sides, looking at the Wiley side first, even off the bench, number 8, Aniston Gonzalez, the freshman, she did a great job tonight. Top to bottom, both teams did really, really darn good. Wiley, Lila Reinhart and J.C. Kravik, so many kills, so many blocks, so many assists from both of them. And then Deshaun and Cole, both doing great as well. Panky, man, she was excellent at the service line, got some good digs as well. Props to all the Wiley Lady Panthers. Good work by them as a whole. But, looking at the Holly side, I have one in mind already. But, I got to give everybody their flowers. Saros did great. Lillian Parker, excellent there, especially at the end, getting those last points. She was, Holly, they just got top to bottom. Some just great attackers for them. Allison Rushton took her a little bit to get going, but once she did, she was just a beast there in the middle. Tressa Coram did great when it came to blocks as well, was really bringing that. And Miranda Valdez, excellent at the service line, good on digs as well. And Garrido, excellent on defense. But, one name I didn't mention, McKenna Neugebauer, that is our Golden Plains Insurance MVP. My goodness, that girl could do everything for him. So many digs. She got quite a few aces. A couple times, she got the little misdirect things. The offense always went through her on the Holly side, and she just really brought it their way. Man, she did incredible. So many assists, plenty of kills, plenty of aces, and way too many digs. She just did an incredible game. Golden Plains Insurance MVP goes to McKenna Neugebauer of the Holly Lady Wildcats. But that'll do it. Holly wins this game 3-2 against the visiting Lady Panthers from Wiley. Wiley falls to 1-3 in league play and 3-7 overall, while Holly 5-8 overall and 3-2 in league play. I believe still 4th in the Ark Valley League. Man, that game was so much fun to call. Thank you very much for tuning in, either here on the radio or on our YouTube and Facebook for our video live streaming. Got a few things to say before I sign off. First off, thank you to all of the following for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast, and that is Rushton Thoroughbreds, Be Envied by Ashley here in Holly, Kate's Boutique, Parker Farms, PK Game Birds and Outdoors, Wholehearted Connection, LLC, Hilger Irrigation, the Wiley School District, and the Washbot Car Wash in Lamar. Thank you to all of them for sponsoring this specific sports broadcast. Holly takes down Wiley in 5 sets in a thrilling Ark Valley League showdown. That'll do it for the broadcast. Our next sports broadcast coming your way Friday night, Walsh at Eads, 6-man football. So be sure to check that out this upcoming Friday. But until then, don't got any broadcasts tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you very much. I was your broadcaster, Ethan Smith-Senna, here at the Holly School. Big thank you to Christy back at the station for board hopping. You're listening to 105.7 FM, KVAY, and as always, you have a great rest of your day.